What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of FORNEVERNEWS! Quickly hit that subscribe button and that bell if you want to get notified. I talk about anime, manga, video games, comics, politics, everything all in one. And let's jump straight into the stories. And first story up. Now, I want to stress before we get into anything else regarding this story that everything that I'm about to tell you is allegedly, okay? It's allegedly. I'm not supporting or endorsing any party in this situation. All I'm bringing you is a story that recently was sent to me via email regarding the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Kazuki Takahashi before he passed away. To give you guys a very brief rundown of the situation, essentially there was a girl named Mandy and a girl named Albina and a team of people that were working on a whole bunch of stuff regarding Yu-Gi-Oh! Or at the very least they started off as just being comrades or, you know, friends online or whatnot. There was seemingly some sort of relationship that really wasn't a relationship between the girl Mandy and the girl named Albina. The girl Mandy was in Japan and had connections to Kazuki Takahashi to be able to get him to be a part of projects, but it was at a cost and it was very costly. It was thousands of dollars that went into debt from this girl Mandy, only to find out that this girl Albina was in a relationship in real life. They was just talking over the internet. Two, from what has been told in this video, this girl Albina was basically very much so a problem, to the point where Kazuki Takahashi, after dealing with situations for months and months of this girl Albina causing massive problems, at the same time this was around the point where Russia invaded the Ukraine. She was saying that she was scared for her life, that they were going to bomb her, and pretty much as Kazuki Takahashi was dealing with these people, this group that was working on these Yu-Gi-Oh! Projects and whatnot, essentially he got wore down of dealing with them, so much so that when it got a little bit too much for his liking, Kazuki Takahashi said pretty much he had to go. He didn't want to be a part of this, and pretty much he didn't want to deal with fans at all moving forward. Now again, the story is very intricate and there's a million details, so if you want to watch the full thing to get the full scope of it, you can check it out in the description. But it was to the point where the girl Mandy, not only did she put up all this money, so she's thousands of dollars in debt, she ended up getting cancer, she's hospitalized now. It's a very messed up situation, and it really ruined opportunities moving forward for creators to work with fans on different projects, because again it got so toxic that Kazuki Takahashi, who stuck his neck out for this situation, because it's very uncommon practice in Japan for companies to work especially with fans, but outside of, you know, their circle, outside of their bubble. So for Kazuki Takahashi to be inspired by what he thought was this friendship, this, you know, relationship between Mandy and Albina, only to find out that this girl Albina was allegedly not being truthful about a lot of things and was allegedly causing absolute chaos on these Discord servers and whatnot, it pretty much made Kazuki Takahashi look bad. There was a company that was actually interested in creating a project based on this girl Albina's work. It was just really a big messy situation, and honestly it makes it look like, damn, yo, this is why a lot of creators stay away from fans, because of situations like this. Like Kazuki Takahashi, yes, he was getting paid, which it was wild, I'm not gonna lie. Like the amount of money that I was seeing, I was like, damn, like $1,000 for an hour type of money was what was required to talk to Kazuki Takahashi. And then on top of that, they wanted things signed, memorabilia, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. It was just absolutely bananas. But again, it ended off with Kazuki Takahashi basically distancing himself, saying, I'm done, I'm out of here, and I probably won't rock with fans moving forward because it was too much for him. And I say all that to say that if you ever get in the position or the opportunity to be around creators that you look up to, creators that inspire you, just in general, people that you really want to be around, don't mess it up, okay? Like, don't be a dumbass, don't be a weirdo, don't do stupid shit, because it can really ruin it for a lot of other people. And unfortunately, shortly after the situation, Kazuki Takahashi passed away, getting Kazuki Takahashi, dog, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, involved in these projects, all to be left out this way. It's really messed up to hear. In other related Yu-Gi-Oh news, I wanted to give you guys an update on that card that was up for auction that was at like 150,000. It ended up selling for 300,000. World's rarest Yu-Gi-Oh card sells for over $300,000 at auction, and just like that, one of the wildest sagas in Yu-Gi-Oh history has come to an end. If you did not know, the anime community has kept tabs on Yu-Gi-Oh this past week, all thanks to a special auction. It isn't every day one of the world's rarest trading cards goes on sale, but Yu-Gi-Oh broke the mold at the start of April. Tyler the Great Warrior card went on sale about a week ago, and now its sale ended with a whopping $300,000 USD price tag. The update comes from eBay, as the site hosted the highly watched auction with nearly 180 bids. The certified promo card went on sale earlier this month, courtesy of Tyler Gressel. The original owner was keen to offload the card after they were gifted the one-of-a-kind promo back in 2005 by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. After a slew of grueling bids, Tyler the Great Warrior was sold some hours ago, and it went for $311,211, which, woo! I ain't gonna lie, that's a massive sale. Congrats to whoever made that money, and whoever spent that, I know your pockets is bleeding. Moving forward, in case you haven't been keeping up, it seems as though the dollar is really going through it, because if you haven't heard, a bunch of nations have been banding together, including China, Russia, and a lot of other places, and like I think 19 others are trying to join in as well, in order to basically devalue the dollar and move forward. And it says right here that Chinese yuan officially overtakes the US dollar as the most used currency in China's cross-border transactions for the first time ever. The yuan has also surpassed the euro in global trade invoicing. And again, you might think that that's nothing to be concerned about, but whatever it may be, let's just say you do buy anime and manga, you buy volumes, you buy Blu-rays, you buy merch or whatever, your dollar is starting to be less and less valuable. Unless you're using, you know, the Chinese currency, then maybe you might be happy about this. In fact, that might be great news for you. But in terms of if you are using the dollar and your money is in USD, this is not a good sign at all, because as things continue to escalate, it's just going to be more and more worse for our situation. So yeah, just wanted to report that the dollar is not looking hot. I don't know what's happening here. Biden, you want to do something, lad? I know somebody's gonna say, well, a president can't do all of this. What do you expect him to do? I don't know, say something, do something, not just sit there. Moving forward, I wanted to follow up on reporting on this regarding the upcoming Naruto x Boruto Storm Connections game. A lot of people have been anticipating this one because it was like, yo, we get to revisit Storm. Holy cow, what's about to go down with this? What's about to happen? And there's been a back and forth regarding this game because, for starters, the initial trailer was pretty disappointing to people. It was basically like, yo, this is all of the old Storm games, and here's Ashura and Indra. A lot of people weren't excited about it. Then they came out and they showcased, like, well, Baryon Naruto is going to be in there. A new support Sasuke is going to be in there. There's going to be a new story of Boruto facing on a red Susanoo. So it gave a lot of people some hope. But then they released this new trailer collaborating with the Naruto celebration, and it was utilizing like that whole method of counting down. And in this trailer, it was back to disappointing. Top-ranked Naruto characters celebrated in Naruto x Boruto collaboration trailer. The results of the Naruto poll, which called upon fans around the world to cast votes for their favorite characters from Masashi Kishimoto's Naruto, were recently unveiled, and now Bandai Namco is getting in on the fun. The Naruto x Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections game shared a special collaboration trailer, with the poll taking the opportunity to showcase some of the top ranked characters. And I say all that to say that the trailer once again just showed Storm 4, basically. It didn't feel like it was anything new, and if I was in charge of this situation, I'm not gonna lie, whoever's been directing the marketing of this video game, I would fire the living crap out of them. I'm sorry, dog. I would get them out of here, because there's clearly new stuff. That's the shit that they should be pushing. That's the stuff that should be at the forefront, but they continuously are going back to like, oh no, Storm 4 stuff. Oh no, like, I don't know what's their problem. I don't know why they can't get it through their heads that people aren't really that gung-ho about it. Like, they did a collection not that long ago of like storms and whatnot, so them reinforcing like, yeah, no, we all bought Storm 4, we bought Storm 3, we bought Storm 2, we bought Storm 1, we bought Revolutions, we bought all of them. There was one more filler game in between, but we got them all. We played them all, and that's cool that it's all going to come bundled. We care more about the newer stuff. Go back to more Baryon mode stuff. Go back to what was that Boruto facing off against the Red Susanoo situation. We don't really care about this stuff, and this trailer, I ain't gonna lie, once again brought a lot of people back to, feels a little disappointing. Come on with it. And while we're talking Naruto news, there's a new illustration that was released, an official illustration of Minato and Kushina enjoying a spring day in a special Naruto anime illustration. Again, Sarutobi, Orochimaru, Jiraiya, Tsunade with Minato and Kushina in the front, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I put it as my wallpaper, so here. Moving forward, I thought this was an interesting story to share in case you aren't a fan of it, because I am. Megaman Battle Network. You may have remembered they had like an anime back in the day of Megaman NT Warrior. I was a massive fan of it. I'm not gonna lie. In particular, I think it was Battle Network 3. It was red and blue, something along the lines of that. I can't remember exactly, but I was a huge freaking fan. I spent way too many hours playing that game. Apparently, the new release that they did, which I missed out on it, I gotta go and pick that up. Capcom revealed that the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection Volumes 1 and 2 has sold over 1 million copies worldwide. On Twitter, the official Mega Man account shared the news along with a picture of an HP recovery chip with the 1 million number on it. The remastered collection contains every mainline game in the franchise, along with some new features such as online multiplayer and previous Japan exclusive content. And hands down, those games are legendary. You should play those games. You should get your hands on those games. They were incredible. Some of my favorites. It's Mega Man X and Mega Man Battle Network, the two cream of the crop. Oh, and is it Mega Man Legacy? I think, no, Legends. Legends was so good too. Next up in Marvel news, in particular Spider-Man fans. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and there's a new trailer for the upcoming Spider-Man movie, Across the Spider-Verse. It's that whole collab, multi-dimensional movie like the first one, Into the Spider-Verse, with Miles Morales at the forefront, alongside with all the other versions of Spider-Man. And I ain't gonna lie, this trailer, it looks massively hyped. Some of the new Spider-Mans that they're gonna be showcasing, I'm just beyond excited for this. I've been a big Spider-Man fan for quite some time. I used to be a big fan when I was younger, the Tobey Maguire movies. I know people like to dunk on them now, but those first three, every time a new game dropped, I was playing them. Ultimate Spider-Man was god tier, and yeah, Spider-Man is just awesome. And these movies right now, in particular, June 2nd, this new trailer looks bad freaking ass. I can't wait for it. I think, is it Spider-Man 2099 that people are really hype about? I don't know. It looks sick. And wrapping this episode up is some Black Clover news. Very hyped to talk about this, because there's been a little bit of skepticism regarding Black Clover's movie. You know, there was a big delay. It took forever for it to even come out with a trailer. It's been a little bit of a mess, to be honest with you, considering it was like, what, March of 2021 that this movie was announced, and we didn't get updates or nothing, and it's just now rolling around. But it looks like it's actually happening, and it's looking pretty good at that. Seems as though we got a good update. It turns out Black Clover's first movie is on schedule, as we all hoped. It seems the movie wrapped work at least, and is good considering the movie drops in less than 2 months. And they showed some screenshots of people in a theater. I guess I'm imagining it's the composers and the producers and all that jazz. And in one particular shot, you see Asta breathing, and this shot looks absolutely gorgeous. And it looks as though time that they took, the extra time and care from the initial March release we were supposed to get, pushing it to June 16th, it looks like this movie is going to be gorgeous. And Black Clover fans deserve nothing less. We've been without an anime for years now. They promised us this movie a long time ago. They didn't give us much. I hope that this movie lives up to the expectations. Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King, June 16th. It's on schedule, so there won't be any delays. And if this little screenshot right here is any indication, it looks like they are pulling out all the stops to make sure this looks fantastic. Because not only that, it's really awesome. We're going to see Asta and his new transformation in animation for the first time. This is freaking hype. Let's go. So, live for this one, I'm ForneverWorld. And as always, people, have an awesome day. Subscribe and hit that bell to get more. Yeah.